This is very cool. Your next comedian is filming his first special this weekend in New Jersey. So let's show him a lot of love, energy, and support. Give it up for David Burrows!
What is up, guys? How you doing? First things first, give it up for my best friend Mike. It's his birthday today. And he's out here supporting me like a great friend, so couldn't ask for anybody better. I recently found out that Cash App was a stereotype black thing. Anybody else know that? That made me mad because, like, I use Cash App. And, like, I hate accidentally playing into stereotypes. Like, also, last time I said I hate playing into stereotypes, I was wearing a Raiders shirt. So there was a black guy up here saying, I hate being a stereotype while being a stereotype, you know? But, like, I'd rather shoot myself in the foot than, like, let a white person catch me at a KFC. You know what I mean? Like, I'm from Jersey. We have a lot of Italians in Jersey. Some people would say, too many Italians, you know? But, like, if you're talking to one of them and they're like, blah, 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 like, forget about it. You're always like, they did the thing. And, like, that's how I feel like they see me if they see me enjoying a piece of chicken too much, you know? I miss being a kid, and I miss, like, not thinking about that kind of thing. You know, I miss like the dumb things that kids would say, like the slang. Like, but like nowadays slang just makes no sense to me anymore. Like, I can get over skibbity toilet, but like, the one that pisses me off the most is type shit. Anybody else heard kids say this? Because it adds nothing to a conversation. It means absolutely nothing. Like, it's like, I'm hungry, type shit, type shit. Like, that test was hard, type shit, type shit. It doesn't make any sense. It's not like, I have an essay to write, I'm gonna go type shit. Like, it just makes no sense. But I remember when I was a kid and I was like trying to make an email address. You guys remember, like, when email addresses were first coming out, you had to make a super cool one? I tried to think, like, outside the box, and I was like, I gotta make the coolest email address known to man, right? Like, this is gonna be like the end all be all, nobody's gonna forget it. And I sat and thought for like a month, way longer than I needed to think about it. And I came up with batman.michaeljackson@gmail.com. I was like, that's the one, right? 2 goats, 1 name, perfect. And fast forward, like, this was in like middle school, so I was talking to my teacher about an assignment. I was like, can you send me the form for this so I could like fill it out? And he was like, yeah, what's your email? I was like, you're not gonna fucking believe this shit, dude. And I told him, I said, it's Batman Michael Jackson. And he looked at me and laughed in my face. I was like, you're a teacher, I'm 12. Can you do that? Like, what if I killed myself tonight? This is your fault. Oh, I heard a couple ahs, no. But I miss being young too, and I do love Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson never had a childhood, so that sucks for him. But I learned when to do this joke. Like, don't tell a joke about child abuse in front of a bunch of new parents, you know? It won't go well. Like, I feel bad that Michael Jackson never had a childhood and he like got beat and abused every day of his life. Terrible, awful thing, right? But results are results. I don't know. You know, like, what if one day, like little Mike was walking around, Joe comes out like, yo, Mike, I thought I told you to clean this fucking table. He's like, Dad, I did. He's like, nah. Gets his belt off, starts beating Mike, and he goes, psh. Mike goes, oh, Daddy, give me one more chance. Dad was like, I like that shit. Say it again. Kids say crazy things nowadays, though. I mean, always. Well, like, I teach drums at my old high school. That's a lot of fun. And I remember when I saw this one kid and I was talking to him, and he told me he saw Tupac in concert last summer. I was like, really? I was like, yeah, it was awesome. Like, him and Biggie came out. I was like, they did, huh? Like, that's... Just say you like the shirt, bro. It's okay. Like, I don't care. And then I learned that there's, like, you have to be careful what you say around these kids and what you talk to. Some adults need to learn this lesson too. Because, like, I appreciate when people come up to me and tell me they like my comedy, like, hey, you had a good set, like, cool. But, like, can you wait till I'm not in the bathroom to tell me? Like, don't tap me on the shoulder while I'm midstream and be like, I like your stuff, bro. Like, give me a second. But I was talking to this one kid, and he told me that he was late to practice or whatever because he drove late or there was traffic or whatever. And I was like, dude, I don't believe you can drive. Like, there's no way. You act 12. I don't believe you even belong in this school. But he told me he drove. And for anybody who might not know, when a male turns 18 to get their driver's license, you register to vote same time you do, just how it works. So I remembered this, and I looked at him, and I was like, all right, so if you just turned 18, you must register for the draft, right? And he looks at me in full seriousness and just goes, NBA or NFL? I don't know if you guys remember, I said I teach drums. This isn't a sport. He just thinks that like the Chicago Bulls are just picking random people out of random high schools from New Jersey. And then after explaining this to him, I look at him and I'm like, no, like, the military, like, you have no choice. And he's like, I'm not joining the military. I was like, dude, you don't understand. Why are you allowed to do anything legally? And then I explained to him, like, no, you have no choice. You have to do this. And he just looks at me, again, blank expression, and just goes, type shit. I am from Jersey, so I do a lot of shows in New York and Philly. I had a lot, like, both in big cities. And I've noticed a big difference in, like, both the cities. Like, in New York, the homeless people, this homeless lady came up to me, and I actually got propositioned by a homeless hooker, believe it or not. Yeah. And I saw her proposition the guy in front of me. She opened her shirt in front of this guy, and he just looked her up and down and said, ew. That piqued my curiosity, like, but like, I didn't get to find out what it looked like, because instead, when she walked up to me, she just said, like, hey, I'm looking to get some dickin' for some chicken. How can I say no to a clever line like that? I was like, all right, we'll go to Popeyes, but just make sure no white people follow us. And then in Philly, on the other hand, this homeless dude in Philly, I was walking maybe like a block from like my car to a venue. And this homeless dude walks up to me, he's doing the fentanyl Philly lean, you know, he just said, hey man, you got any spare change? And like, my go-to line is always, I don't carry cash on me. It's the 21st century, we all got card, Venmo, tap, whatever. Cash App. And so I tell him, and I was like, no, I don't carry cash on me. And he goes, oh, that's cool. Stands up, pulls a cell phone out, and walks up and goes, I got Cash App. I was like, bro, you gotta get fucking Venmo or something. You're making us all look bad. My name is David Burrows. Thank you guys very much.